Well, hello, everybody. I hope everybody is doing absolutely amazing today. Uh, we are here on stream today doing work on Willderwood here in City Skylines, and we're doing pretty damn good. We still have quite a bit of room to still expand and grow. We're trying to get the Hadron Collider to help with some of our education issues. That's going to be hopefully majority of the premise today of trying to earn up the $800,000 that we need to buy the Hadron Collider. I also want to try to bring up our needs for commercial and industrial, because I want to build a nice big city center, and possibly even start a farming community. So I want a decent amount of industry and stuff like that to start popping up. We did build a forestry industry last stream, where we're hoping that this will help push a lot of money into our economy. We also built our furniture factory and stuff like that. So we have a nice big industrial complex right through there. Lots of wood. We have plenty of space to grow this part of town down this way. And then I want to try to build our city center kind of like along this area. Like this be like major like metropolitan area, like this section right through here along the river and on this little spire up here. And yeah. Over here is where we have some farmland. We might put another little farming community like we did at the base of the mountain over here. A little farming industry in the middle of the tundra. So that's pretty interesting. And then we also have our little island out here that we need to work on as well, which I want to kind of make like a tourist like area. So we're going to go down here. We're going to go ahead and get things moving. Oh, we have a thunderstorm coming in. We have stuff's on fire. We are doing good though. Thank you guys so much for being here, hanging out and stuff like that. And I hope that you guys absolutely enjoy the stream. And yeah, let's go through here and let's see what we can do. There we go. Prop you guys up properly. But yeah. I missed it before we got on stream, so I'm going to take a voluntary cheers break if anybody wants to join me. So if you got them, drink them. If you got them, smoke them. Either way, cheers to you guys. Alrighty. Ooh, I apologize for that. that got me by the movement there. But yeah, so as we go down here and look, we have issues across the entire city. There's parts of the city that are plugged up because of snow. Things aren't getting places where they need to be. Alright, and we have 105,000 people, and we have $528,000. So if we can hold off on building we should be pretty okay with getting our Hydron Collider here pretty soon. Hopefully here pretty soon. And then we can work on some subways, because that's definitely the next big money problem we are going to have, is getting subways done. Let's see, do we have all this zoned over here? I'm pretty sure we do. No, we do not. Just finish zoning this area over here so that we don't have to come back and worry about it. When we get more commercial, we're going to fill in this area right here. We have some residential need coming back. And Willderwood lumber is at 5 stars. Let's see if we can actually maybe stimulate some growth there. For the industrial portion of this area. We're just gonna go small. We'll fill in all the little bits first. No, we're going to take those ones out for right now because we don't want to put too much pressure on it. We got some going on here. So we're going to leave it like that. Let's look at our info views for our employment rate. Let's see, employment rates. Only a 4% crime rate. We need more water. I see. Only a 2% unemployment rate. Holy, our employment rate's so low right now. And our births are under our deaths again. Why that is, I do not know. In a large city like this, it's not necessarily good to have that birth rate over. There's the birth rate just jumped up again. I wonder. That's definitely interesting. Okay. So we know we need water. We have $574,000. Let's look at our economy, see what we can do. We already raised our taxes to basically the max, because once you go over 13, they do not like that shit, and they will start leaving. Interesting. Alright. A lot of the leisure and tourism stuff is pretty low level at the moment. Alright, I'm going to raise taxes on everybody to 13% until the little icons come up. As soon as the little icons come up, then I'll lower the taxes again. Roads are getting cleared. That's good. We're going to go through with our abandoned building tool. Clear that out. Alright. There we are. Nice and cleaned up. We're at 600,000. Alright, so we're going to put in some more water infrastructure real quick while we still have the money pumped up pretty high. Okay. Alright, and that should help take care of our water. There we go. And we need sewage. Bam. It was fitting there for a second. There we go. Dang it. Alright. There we are. And now our sewage treatment's back up and our water's back up to a comfortable level. I don't see anybody complaining about taxes yet, which is good. Hopefully we'll get to our Hydron Collider a little bit quicker. And buildings. Oh! Nope, now they realize how much our taxes are. Alright, back into the economy. Drop everybody's taxes down. Now they're all happy again. I'm always so wary about the damn, whatchamacallits. The, tsunamis. It's just like, they're so dangerous. They're just so destructive. $106,000 people. Heck yeah. 20 degrees Fahrenheit. So 12 degrees below freezing. There we go. A little bit extra there. We got some resource issues. I'm pretty sure that's from that's just from the roads being messed up. We're still in the middle of a snowstorm. Luckily, we're doing pretty good at keeping up with the snow clearing. There we go. There we go. Screw it. We'll filter it the rest of the way in. Sorry there, choked on my own spit. Gosh. Still trying to recover. Oh, God. All right. Heck yeah. Now we'll go through. There's our abandoned buildings. There's a few over here. We're almost to our Hadron Collider, guys. I am excited. Hell yeah. Things are working out pretty alright. We're going to go down here. We're going to fill up our little lake. So we're going to sit here and pay attention because I don't want to freeze part of this industry over here. So we're gonna fill it up, fill up our crater and stuff like that. And hopefully by the time we get that, we have enough money to put down our Hadron Collider. And luckily this time, this time the reason why we didn't put a college in here, like a self-built college, is because I wanted to build this Hadron Collider. Get a drink. Maybe that'll stop me from coughing. Gosh. I think I might also have a cough drop in my hoodie pocket. I do. We have enough for the Hadron Collider. So we're gonna wait until we have until we have this filled, and we'll see how much money we have after that. And sorry if you hear my cough drop roaming around my mouth. It I don't even recognize I'm doing it until I hear it more. It's one of those things that, like, with my autism, my ADHD, it's just like I don't really sit still. And yeah, hard candies don't usually last that long for me. I'm just one of those people that end up just chewing on them. To be honest, same thing with suckers too. I do the same thing with suckers. Suck on them for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, next thing I know, I'm chewing on it, and all I got left is the stick. So it's just like, gosh. All right, it's almost full. I want to get the water level over the top of this concrete piece. That way it stays full for a while. We got tons of people going through this park every day. All right, now turn that off. Monuments, Hydron Collider. That's where I wanted to put it, damn it. Looks like it's going here. Kabam! All right. Take out some abandoned buildings. We got our Hydron Collider. Hell yeah. Ow. Scheist. My knee. Interesting. All right. So that's good enough for now on that. Let's get some water piping under here. go. Hey! How's it going, Husky? Hey, how's it going? Whoa, I think I seen a street named Price Street in your city when you're laying out pipes. There is probably a Price Street. Let's see. Laramie, Fairview. Price, right here. Price Street. So, is Price like what your name or like, because all I know you is Husky, but yeah, we do have a Price Street right there. We're gonna put something special over here. What is this? Spa Hotel. We got Spa Hotel on Price Street. What is this? Snow Castle Restaurant. Oh. Ooh. Slope too steep. Alright. So we're going to go to level terrain. We're going to pick right here. And we're going to level her out a little bit, you know, just a wee little bit, you know, just enough to put a Snow Castle restaurant in, because that seems like a pretty cool freaking place. All right. Slope too steep still, huh? Bam. There we go. Snow Castle Restaurant. We got a hotel spa there. Service station and restaurant. Alright. Those are office buildings. We'll put a ramen restaurant. Price is actually my last name. Nice. Well, now you have a hotel spa on your road. Let's see what else we got here. Temple Complex. Hypermarket. No. Statue of Wealth. Also on Price. Alright. Alright, what should we call this district? What do you think, Husky? What do you want to name this district? Because it's High Heights right now is the name of it. And also, do we want to do a European style building, a university city style building, or a modern city center style of building? So yeah, you want to give me a name and also what you call it, a building style. But yeah, also, how's your day going today, Husky? Because I'm thinking university or modern city center. European would be pretty cool too. Modern city center looks nice. Alright. Confirm. And what should we name this place? It's at High Heights right now. Do you want to leave it High Heights, or do you think we should name it something different? Oh, we got a cheers break from DS. Alright, so if you got them, drink them. If you got them, smoke them. Either way, cheers to you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you, DS, for the cheers break. And yeah, cheers to you guys. Alright. Interesting. All right. Glade Heights is right next to High Heights. I think we'll leave it High Heights for now, unless you have a name for it. Let's go in here. We're gonna go Phil. Phil. We have a hospital. Great. Where is it? I started zoning, didn't put anything else down. So, child care facility. Elder care facility. Oh, come on, really? Wait, I'm gonna have to upgrade and downgrade these roads. There we go. Just be happy there. We do have a hospital down there. Another hospital here. Few death care places all around. That'd be a perfect place for a cemetery right there, but why is it saying the slope is too steep? Okay. That slope's too steep too. Damn it. I guess this area is just not getting a cemetery then. Let's put a gymnasium. Put a community school in. And we have saving at the moment. Alright. And a high school. Small playground behind the school. Can't forget the doggo parks. We love our furry friends. So we're going to try to give them a nice park next to the gym. That's nice. Heck yeah. Alright. We're going to take a theme park. We're going to stick a theme park somewhere eventually. Park with trees. We're going to put that across the road from the hospital. And large playground. No. I think we're good on that. So we'll come down here. Police department, fire department, There we go. Also put one on this side. Heck yeah. All right. So we got fire coverage done. We got our police coverage done. We're going to put, let's see, need 74,000 for that. So we'll put ourselves a little bunker in High Heights. My day was good. How was your day? My day's pretty good. I've only been up for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. But yeah, I'm glad to hear that your day went well. Did you end up working today, or did you have a day off? Also, I know you were here for part of the stream last time, but we got all the way up to a 5-star for Willderwood lumber. It's a massive complex. Okay, sweet. Now we're having different problems. We're not having any problems anymore with the education levels. That's the whole reason why we originally put down the Hydron Collider. So now we can find out what other fires we have that we need to put out. The park is broken. That one tram line is broken. So we're going to go out here. We're going to go into our abandoned buildings. Upsize. We'll take out what we have for abandoned buildings at the moment. It looks like we are having some education issues still. We have this waste transfer facility that's done emptying. Get rid of those buildings. Looks like we are still having some education issues, I'm guessing. Not enough customers. Okay, so not enough customers, not enough customers. Not enough workers. We're having resource issues. We do have someone on their way. Why the hell are they taking such a convoluted route? Holy crap. No wonder resources are taking forever to get there. We do have some more industrial that we need, so we're going to continue filling in our forestry area over here. Get a bunch of generic forestry going over here and stuff like that. Yeah, I worked today. Work was good. Heck yeah, that's good to hear, man. Having a good day at work is awesome. I had actually a pretty decent day at work myself the on Friday and stuff like that. All right. Okie dokie. Fill, fill, fill. All right. So now we kind of quash down some of our info views and we'll watch High Heights grow up and stuff like that. Oh. But yeah, so what are you up to today? What you got any plans for the weekend, or are you working Sunday, or like how things going over there? Cause over where you're at, it's like what? It's like 7 or 8 over there where you're at right now, aren't you? Isn't it like 7 or 8 o'clock in the afternoon? Well, in the evening. Not enough customers. Also, do you have a good name for this forestry district? Like what would you name a district for a forestry industry? Like look how large that is. That is quite a large district there. Things are popping up pretty damn good, I'd have to say. We're making a decent amount of money now. Hell yeah. Everything is stimulated. Abandoned building. Abandoned building. And since we have a decent amount of money, we are officially going to start our subway. Underground metro station. Slope too steep. Alright. So one there. One there. Slope too steep, huh? Oh, but it can go there. Alright, so one there as well. One there. One there as well. One there as well. One there. Put one there as well. Let's see. All right. One there. Okay. Okay, so we go freeform. Okay. That's connected there. Damn it, saving. And sorry, we do not pay for viewers or anything else like that. Thank you, DS, for doing that. Farface, did you do any auctions this week? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We ended up we actually ended up having an incident at work where we had a driver wreck a 2022 Dodge Ram into a 2018 Jeep Wrangler. And so now there's a bunch of new safety stuff they're putting in place and different good hunky-dunky bullshit with that. So it's just like, yeah, so yeah, we're auction was pretty damn good, I'd have to say. But yeah, I had some pretty cool vehicles in my lane. I had a 2024 Ford Raptor in there. Had a Mitsubishi Lancer. Had a Mercedes CL 500, AMG CL 500, and then. We had a couple of the newer Supras in there and stuff like that. There's a decent amount of really cool shit that was going through auction, and yeah, it was fun overall. But this subway system is going to be a lifesaver, I would say. Get some more people off of the roadways. What's wrong here? Well, yeah, auction went great. Thank you for asking. I really appreciate it. Not enough monies. Okay. We're running out of money to finish this. This is no bueno. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Damn it. Not enough monies. We need 26,000 for that. Oh God, big stretch. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh. But yeah, so what's like what's one of your dream cars, Husky? Like, do you like already own one that you really love, or is there like something that you really want to get one day, or like, are you kind of a car guy, or like, are you like, cars are cars? Can you repeat yourself? Yes. Yeah, give me a minute. So my question to you is, what is your favorite car? Sorry, I went to the bathroom. Okay. So yeah, I was saying that auction went really good. Thank you for asking. It had some really cool stuff in the auction, and stuff like that. My question to you was, what's like your favorite car? What's your dream car? Like, are you an actual car guy, or are you just like, cars are cars, they're just a tool kind of thing? Just curious, because like, I can talk for days on cars. All right. So we let a little bit more money grow, and what we want to do is we want to take this up. We want to go 180. Not enough money, so we need to wait for a second. This is a massive construction project, if I'm being completely honest. Do I need 55,000 for that? Oh, I own a 2005 Chevy Silverado 1500 series single cab. So is it a manual? I'm assuming since you're in Canada, it's 4-wheel drive. And so the '05, wasn't that that was the Vortec? I think it was a Vortec 5-liter. Like it was like a 5.2 or a 5.6 or something like that. But yeah, no, the '05. So which grill is it? Is it the cat eye grill or is it the round eye grill? Because what I mean by cat eye is where it wedges up. It's the stacked duals. Like you have the lower light, and then you have the trim piece, and then you have the higher light, and then they had the one that was angular, kind of like the Avalanche was, and then they have the rounded edges ones that look more like the 2500 series. Or is yours a diesel? Oh, it's the cat eye. Heck yeah, that's the more that's the more better looking one out of the two of those, in my opinion. It's just like I'm a Ford guy myself. Like I'll go through the list of my cars real quick because I got quite a few of them. So I have a 1980. It's a 1986 Jeep Wagoneer. Like the one from like National Lampoon and Gone Without a Paddle and stuff like that. I have those ones. Oh, I have that one. I have a '77 Ford Ranchero. I also have a 2011 Ford F350. I have a 2010 Toyota Land Cruiser. I have a 2005 Ford Focus. I have a '94 Ford Explorer. I have a '98 Ford F250. I also have it's a '96 F250. I also have an '86 Volkswagen Fox. I have a I have a 1930 GMC. No, sorry, not 1930, 1960 GMC that I'm currently trading for a '92 Fox body Mustang. I got quite a few vehicles. I went from collecting Hot Wheels as a kid to collecting adult size Hot Wheels. I want to put in another subway here. Take out that one little building. Alright, so that's going to make it a little bit easier to make this loop and make it make more sense. Our subway is done. Oh yeah, I also have a I think it's a 1989 Camaro SS that I just need to get the stuff for. And another vehicle I would love to have someday is a 96 Chevy Caprice. Hell yeah, that is a beautiful car. I personally want the Impala, the 454 96 Impala, because I got to give it to Chevy sometimes. Okay, all right. I need. Oh God, I need to calm down for a second. I'm getting a little loud. Okay, so as I was saying, I love the '96 Impala. The SS version had a 454 in it, and it's just like I want one of those so bad. That and my dream car is a 1965 Impala SS 2-door. Not the Malibu, not the Caprice or the Impala. It's just like, yeah, talk about a sexy vehicle. That, and I think it's the '76 Buick Riviera that had the dovetail rear end. That thing was beautiful as well. I love my cars, man. It's just like, but the '96 Caprice, ooh, it is pinnacle of Chevy of Chevy design. It's just like, it is absolutely gorgeous. Create new line. All right. Here's a pretty good question for you. Oh, I just completely bypassed this one. Oop. Hold on. I need to fix this real quick. Oh, we got saving. But yeah, so my question for you is, so when it comes to different vehicles and stuff like that, different, so like, it's kind of like a dream car list. So it's just like, so for America, I would love a 1965 Impala SS 2-door with the round taillights in the trunk lid instead of the bumper in the trunk lid. And then for Europe, I would want a 2005 M2 coupe, and then BMW M2 coupe, and then for Japan would be a 2000, I think it'd be 2012 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 3 Final. Um, and then there's also a caveat to that, because Australia is one of the few countries that get their own brand, like their own models of car. Like, you can't really buy very many other. You can't buy too many of them, of their vehicles anywhere else in the world. So I would also like to add the Ford Falcon Ute from Australia, and I would personally want a 2005 to 2009 Ford Falcon Ute. I like the way they look, and they're really famous in racing. And now we're going to send this another direction. Hopefully this will alleviate some of the traffic. We have it cross-pollinating with our tram lines that we have in place already. We need to put tram lines in the new area that we have as well, over there in the High District and the Glade District. Alright. So we completed our lines. Heck yeah. We have a... Is this a waste transfer facility? Yeah. Waste transfer facility that needs to be emptied. We have a couple of other little fires going on. We got a lot of death over here. Let's grab a crematorium. Just bam. There we go. Just go ahead and take that over. I owned a BMW one time. It was a 2005 X3. Oh, so you had the SUV. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think the X series are all their SUVs. One of the X series that I really want, and they're very, very super rare, and they're like $200,000, but it's BMW's truck. It's called the X10. And like the X8 and the X9, those are vans. All right, yeah, hell yeah. No, those are pretty nice. I love the way BMW had their grills. Their grills and their front ends, even on the SUVs, they look sporty. Like they look like they're quick. They don't just, yeah. It's very awesome. We're gonna go into our abandoned buildings. We're gonna get rid of a couple of these. I don't think there's very many showing up anymore now that we have the Hadron Collider for education. Looks like just death and not enough customers and a few things like that, which can contribute from our roadways being covered in snow. We're going to reconnect this power line. This waste transfer facility is already empty. Heck yeah. That was quick. Alright. My PlayStation is going off right now. It is just screaming. So now that we've done that, let's see what our traffic flow is looking like. It's at 59%, 58%, but we also have snow issues. So no, okay, we only got 43 people using the metro system and stuff like that so far. So it won't affect this just yet until it gets more established where people are actually using it a little bit more often. God, our traffic flow has fallen heavily. But we also have good coverage for majority of our roads. Condition, on the other hand, if you see this, our road conditions aren't that good, and that's one of the reasons why we're having problems across parts of the city, is because of the road conditions. Road conditions are not horrible, but they're still worthy of, being cautious of. So our traffic flow is floating around pretty damn good for a city this size of 124,000 people. My dream vehicles are, okay, I'm excited to see this. Okay, my dream vehicles are a 1995 Ford Aerostar. My buddy had one of those, and he called it the G-Wagon. That thing was so freaking awesome. The 99 Toyota Sienna. Okay, so you're a van guy. A 1996 Chevy Caprice, a 95 Dodge Neon. My niece had one of those, and they're just like the Focuses, where they're really fast, but they don't stop very well. The 2005 Lincoln Town Car, heck yeah. And the 2009 Grand Marquis. Heck yeah, no. Because the Grand Marquis is the same thing as the Crown Vic, but nobody actually beat the shit out of those ones. Because nobody thought of that. Oh wait, am I thinking of the right one? Because the Grand Marquis is a Mercury, isn't it? If not, then I'm thinking of the wrong car. And then the Lincoln Town Car, which is also basically a very luxurious Crown Vic, which is all okay. So yes, they're both. So the Lincoln Town Car, that does have a different body style, but it has the same engine package as the Crown Vic, and it has the same axle ratio. That's why it for a luxury car is surprisingly peppy. But there is all that extra weight from the interior, and you can feel that. The Grand Marquis, on the other hand, that one is basically just a rebranded Crown Vic. And if you got one of those, usually it was a grandma, so they're treated well, and they weren't romped on and stuff like that, but they're the same thing as the Crown Vic. They're just as reliable, just as easy to work on. They're customizable and stuff like that. Heck yeah. And the Aerostar and the Sienna van, I've seen one of those come through my auction with 600,000 miles on it. And it had the original engine in it. I don't know if it had the original trans, but I'm pretty sure it did. Yeah, 600,000 miles on a Toyota Sienna. I was just as surprised as you are. And it didn't even tick. It didn't even tick. It squealed like a motherfucker when you first started it. But that's just belts. But it didn't even tick. That was the craziest thing. It's just like, Toyota, I absolutely adore Toyota. Like that. That's one of the reasons I've always wanted a Land Cruiser. It's one of my dream cars, and I finally bought it. And it's just like I absolutely love the thing. It has a 5.7 liter V8. It's all-wheel drive all the time. It has a locking center diff, luxury to the gills. Has a TV in this TV sunroof, all that other kind of stuff. It's beautiful. And but Toyota is one of the few car companies. They recently stopped it, or at least lightened up on it. But they had a practice of where any person on the assembly line, if they saw something wrong with a car or a line of cars, they were able to stop the entire assembly line, and they fixed the vehicles right there on the assembly line. They didn't send them out into the world and then find out, oh, we need to fix these things, kind of thing. That's why Toyota vehicles, especially the older ones, I'd say from like 2018 and back, it's just like those are some of the best ones to buy, because those ones were built properly. They were built to be misused, abused, and run forever. It's just like, and after seeing that Sienna, I've seen a Toyota Tacoma come in with 1,000,000 miles. And I also saw a Toyota Camry with 500,000 miles. And it's just like, they were all beat to shit, but they were still solid running vehicles. Even at that high a mileage. It's just like, holy, dude. Toyotas have definitely earned their rank. And to be honest, I have multiple dream cars. I would love a Supra, old school Supra, 2JZ Supra. Like Fast and Furious style, not the whole T-top bullshit. I don't need the removable roof. Like, just having one of those Supras would be absolutely amazing. We had a Supra come through the we had a Supra come through the auction, and it was a literal drag car. It did it had paperwork with it that had like track times and stuff like that on it. It had a 4-speed sequential transmission. It had it was like 14-inch wide slicks on the back and a parachute. And the thing said on the paperwork that it did like low 4s, like high 5s, low 4s. And it's just like, that thing was insane. It's just like, we had to, when we couldn't really move it around the lot, because it would just, it was choppy. It would jump, and when you go to let out the clutch, it's just like, whoa, 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 as it's just lurching around the lot because it just wants to go. It's just like, that thing was nuts. I've also seen a couple of R32s, R33s, and I've seen one R34 in person that came through my auction. C8 Corvettes, all kinds of different stuff. You think about it, I've probably seen one. So you're kind of a sucker for vans, huh? You like your vans? Because like I like a few vans too. It's just like because like I drive for work. I drive a it's a 2018 Chevy van. It's a Chevy Express, and it has the 7-liter LS in it. Well, I think it's not full 7-liter, but it's the LS engine, and it's just like that thing is freaking nuts for a van. It's just like, and then the 2018, 2019 Ford Econoline vans, those things are freaking nice as hell too. And then they turned into the no, it was 2015. It was the one that I was driving before I got the Chevy at work, and then which that thing had 300,000 miles on it. We still drive it. It's on the original engine, transmission, and everything too. It's just like those vans are just they're meant to go. The heavy duty pickup trucks, vans, and SUVs in Ford, you can't beat them. There's a reason why that all the Chevy guys, Jeep guys, Dodge guys, and stuff like that use Ford axles, Ford drive shafts, and built Chevy tough out of Ford stuff. And it's just like, because the Ford 9-inch is the most versatile, indestructible, like, axles that you can use. The Dana 30s, Dana 40s, the Dana 50s, and stuff like that. Crazy. It's just like, yeah, it's very cool, very interesting, and stuff like that. I absolutely love it. But yeah, so because like I'm a sucker for hatchbacks and station wagons. I love station wagons and I love hatchbacks. It's just like I'm a sucker for them. I think they just look cool. They're quick. They're aggressive looking. It's just like some of them look cute, different stuff like that. And our city is doing actually quite well now that we put down the Hadron Collider. And it looks like I want to check out our info views. Now we're up to 60% because of the subway system. We got it up. Also, the old Chevy vans, the old Chevy and Ford vans, the old panel vans. Those things are awesome, and like I know they have a bad rep, but it's just like they look so freaking cool. Yeah, I'm sort of a van guy. I'm getting into them. Plus, they have room too. Oh yeah, no, exactly. One of my dream SUVs actually is. Oh. Sorry, phone call regarding a pizza and a party. Okay, so I really like the GMC Safari vans. Oh yeah, they are really cool. Dude, I saw a 1995 actually. Now that you bring up the GMC Safari, so I picked up a GMC Safari van from our local college. Uh, I picked up one from our local college, the Boise State, and it was a '99 GMC Safari, and it had a workshop built in the back of it, and it only had 36,000 miles on it. It was a fleet vehicle that only had 36,000 miles because all it drove was around the campus with a little workshop in the back. I'm just like, dude, that is a gem. That is absolutely beautiful. Hello, the Gaming Empire. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing absolutely amazing. We are working on our town here of Willderwood in our first snow map on the channel and stuff like that. And we're doing quite well. The sun is setting, and we're about to watch the Aurora Borealis. We have a waste transfer facility that needs to be emptied. And we just put in a tram system. Not a tram system, a metro system. A little understatement calling it a town, lol. Yeah. I guess I'm being a little bit too humble. So yeah, we got ourselves a pretty good layout here and stuff like that, and we're trying to keep things on top of everything. Our traffic is kind of low, mainly because of the snow and stuff like that, but our overall happiness is doing really good. Our population is growing exponentially. All of our things, we only have a 30% hazard here. We have 94% health care, 98% child care, 98% elder care. Also, our education levels are fully maxed out across the city because today we installed ourselves a Hadron Collider, which we were struggling with education there for a little bit. Hello, Husky Man. But yeah, okay, so Sab Kyle, is that Sob or Sab? Sab Kyle 04 on YouTube. I'm guessing he's a van tuber? Is he a van tuber, I'm guessing? Oh. Waste transfer facility is emptied. Alright, things are going pretty damn well. I don't know why this little thing is broken, but it is. Do. Now we'll move it back. Where was it? Down here. So did that fix it? Is the question. Does not look like it. Does not look like it. Everything's connected, so I'm just going to leave it. Best console city I've seen in a while, lol. Thank you. I've done a lot of console work and stuff like that. Actually, no, he does startups, walk-arounds on kinds of vehicles. Well, great job. How long you been playing this game? Okay, so I've been playing City Skylines since release. on PlayStation 4. And I've got about 4 years ago I decided to do it as a stream game. So I only play it while I'm on stream. And I've got about 900 hours in City Skylines on console. And I absolutely love it. I love playing on console because it makes me feel like I'm more connected with you guys being on console, because I know how watching YouTube a few years ago and stuff like that, how it's just like, oh, that's such a cool game. I hope it's on PlayStation. You look it up, and then it's just like, oh, well, it's not on PlayStation. It's not on Xbox, but it's on PC. It's a PC-only game, and it's just like, oh, damn, you know, and I'm not the biggest PC player. Like, I've played a couple of PC games, and I plan on playing a little bit more here on the stream and stuff like that here this year. That's part of my resolution and stuff like that. Nice. I've also played about 1,300 hours, but on PC. Heck yeah. Yeah, there are definitely limitations on what you can do with a city in console. My biggest city so far has been 265,000 people with a bankroll of about $5 million. And I saved that city from a 9.6 tsunami. It was just like that one was a rough one. That one took quite a few 5-6 hour long streams just to get everything back in order. It's just like, that was actually the last city that we did from this one. I also do post my stuff on, you have a maximum of 9 tiles. Yes, maximum of 9 tiles. We'll go up here. And let's go to world areas. And we have our 9 here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We are at our max. We got this little island over here because we want to do kind of a tourist area there. And we were lucky to have 2 interstates and 2 rail systems go through this city. We have this rail system that goes along this way, and then we have this rail system that wraps around and goes back up this way. We have a few of our cargo hubs that are working, and one thing that I did is I split the rail system into one-ways. So we'll go to trains, and it's just like we have them turned into one-ways. We have ins and outs going into each train station. So trains only go in one way and out the other way. Use all the tile space. Yeah, which lets you use all the tile space. Yeah. There are 81 tiles mod on Steam. Yes. No, I know that. It's just like one of the things I'm looking forward to is City Skylines on PlayStation 5, from what I hear, allows you to go up to 15 or 20 tiles, which would be absolutely amazing. Because, like, one of the things I like to do with my city on console is I'll build, like, a main square, and then I'll build, like, satellite cities, and then slowly encroach each little town into each other. 25 tiles on City Skylines Remastered, I think. Yes, so I am going to be moving up to the PlayStation 5, hopefully in the next couple of months when I update my stream with new emotes, new transition screens, and that kind of stuff. We're going to be rehauling some of our look here, and we'll be on the PS5 and stuff like that. 81 tiles. Whoa. Yeah, he is serious. Oh, they are serious. They are serious. It is 81 tiles. There's an 81 tile mod, and that would be absolutely insane. I would be building for months on a city like that. It's just like, that would be amazing. You'd be able to do every type of. It's just like, gosh. I am him. Okay, alright. Yep, it's awesome. Lets you build awesome realistic cities. Yeah, because you can actually build like little towns that turn into cities that slowly interconnect to each other and stuff like that. Like, they're all interconnected by like highways and interstates and boulevards, but they're separate from each other. They like have their own, like, almost like their own economic areas. And then as you fill in your mod, as you fill in your area, it's just it becomes one conglomerate city. Because like the capital city near where I live, Boise, has currently absorbed 3 other towns around it from its growth. Building 32-lane highways is always fun. Yeah, no, the amount of roadways and all that other kind of stuff that you get on PC is absolutely insane. And one of the things that I wish that they would implement to the console would being able to direct traffic, like telling them where the merge points are, telling them what lanes turn what way and stuff like that, so it would eliminate a lot of the like big traffic jams from people cutting each other off kind of stuff with the AI. And we have a decent need for industrial, quite a large need for industrial, and also some of our commercial. So fill tool, let's see, bam, we're gonna go ahead and do we have anywhere else we need to zone? So we do have a decent need for industrial, so what we're going to do is we're going to go in here, we're going to go small brush tool, and we're going to just zone our little hearts out with some forestry industry. Ooh. Alright. Actually, I'm going... Oh, damn it. Yeah. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to take these ones out, because I want to put some large commercial there. Just for these forestry guys. All right. Give them a couple of stores so they don't have to travel near as far. Let's double check to see where our industrial zone is here. Well, where our district is, I should say. Because I don't want to zone out of there. Okay, so see, the Aspen district needs to come all the way out to here. Because I don't want generic industrial inside of my forestry area. Alright. Okay. So, well, actually, we're going to go ahead and take some of that off. Okay. So, we're going to go back in here, back into our zoning. I'll read your message here in a minute. Just give me a second, and I'll be right back with you. Actually, I'm going to dezone that because I am going to be connecting roads underneath that bridge. We will put some generic industrial right there. Also generic industrial over here. Well, not over there because I need to fill in the roads. We'll unzone that. All right. Okay. So that'll take care of that. Pretty sure I had somewhere I can zone. Hold on. Oh, yep, right here. All right. Heck yeah. That stuff's looking good. We're going to go ahead and do some large one there. Okay. And alrighty, we're all good on that. And I want to do one last thing here. Another one of these department. It's right there. And a snow dump. Ooh, alright. Okay. I like the traffic manager mod. Yeah, that's what it is, a lifesaver. I have over 7.5k custom assets and 90 mods in my current city. Holy crap. God, my PC hates me. I bet. Gaming, how big is your population? Current city is 310,000. Damn. You're 3150 or something, but I'm not half done yet. 2150. All right. Yeah, I'm in 2054 right now. I'm sitting at 130,000, which is pretty damn nice, I'd have to say. Oh God, big stretch. Oh. And yeah, we're doing pretty damn good. Alright, let's see. Any more abandoned buildings? Yeah, we have a couple. But yeah, next episode I think we're going to start thinking about this little tourist island. Start doing some stuff with this little square over here. And we're also going to try to start implementing some boat traffic with some cargo boats and also some pedestrian ones and stuff like that. I think we're probably going to put our pedestrian ones over here on this side, and we're probably going to put our industrial ones along this coast. Or vice versa. But we are planning on putting a farming industry right through this yellow area. Oh yeah, water pipe, water pipe, water pipe. Gotta remember the water pipes. Gotta believe in the connectivity. And as you see, I loop all of my water pipes through each little road and complex. Different stuff like that. One of my favorite YouTubers actually for this video game, for City Skylines, is City Builder. No, City Planner. His name is City Planner. And he's a legitimate city planner for, I think, Chicago or something like that. And now he builds some beautiful cities. And he follows, like, all the rules that he has to follow for his legitimate job in real life. And it's just, it's amazing watching that man build massive cities and stuff like that. But yeah, I appreciate you coming in, Gaming Empire, and Husky. It's just like, gosh, man. Yeah, no, I definitely want to move up to the PS5. City Planner, he is very good. He's really good. Yes, he is. It's just like, he is entertaining. He's educational, and he's one of the reasons why I'm able to build cities as large as this. Like, besides my own experiences playing on console, he was one of the reasons I was typing out City Planner when you said his name. Yeah, he is awesome, man, dude. I love his content. Gosh, what was one of my favorite cities he did was one of his early cities. Because, like, I ran across him when he had, like, 10 or 15,000 followers. It's just, like, he's blown up, man. And it was one of his original cities. God, why can't I remember the name? But it had all the high peaks. Biffa. Yeah, Biffa plays. Yes, Biffa's amazing too. I love his banter. I love his banter with it. He's a good cities player too. It's just like, but see, the fact that they were on PC was one of the reasons why I'm like, you know, when I got my PC, I didn't just straight go to PC cities. I stayed on console. Is because, you know, there was plenty of times I'm like, oh man, I wish I could do that, or can I do that in my game? And then it's just like, no, it's a mod. And it's that, no, it's a mod, like, problem that ended up causing me so much grief, so much heartache over it. And that's why I'm just like, you know, for me as a streamer, I'm going to try to stay with mostly console games. I'm going to do some PC games and stuff. I'm also going to be trying cities on PC. I just hope it don't get me completely addicted. High Heights is doing pretty good. Very true. He is the king when it comes to fixing traffic. And there's a couple of cities that of mine on console that died. Sorry, I had a candy cane in my mouth. So, yeah, there's a couple of cities that I built that would have grown so much larger if I could have been able to control the traffic. And it's just like, there's so many times I've been all like, man, I wonder if I could download my console save, convert it over, and then send it to him to see what he could do with it to fix it. And that's why when I'm doing my streams and stuff like that, I try to be educational. Like, if you have questions or anything like that, that's one of the things I try to answer. Just because We're all gamers. We're all out here trying to help each other and learn and have more fun playing our games. Because, you know, I'm just a gaming enthusiast that likes to share it with you guys. Cheers break from DS. Alright, I got a huge urge to play City. See ya. Alright, see ya, Gaming Empire. Hopefully we'll see you back here again. You're absolutely amazing. And is that a follow I see up there? Yes, Gaming Empire. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for the support, and I hope to see you back again. You're absolutely amazing, man. And to you, DS, thank you for the cheers break. So if you got them, drink them. If you got them, smoke them. Either way, cheers to you. You're absolutely amazing. Cheers to all of you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. Have fun in your cities and stuff like that. And this is actually a great time to raid out. We're going to go to Sesh Master. They're playing City Skylines. Their title is Planning at Its Worst. So let's go over there. Let's show them some love. Let's see what they're up to and see how bad their planning actually is. And thank you guys so much for the support. I have a party that I need to get off to. So I hope that you guys had a great time. And I hope to see you guys again tomorrow. And we will see you guys later. I appreciate each and every one of you. And thank you, Husky and Gaming Empire, for being here. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.